Greetings and salutations. This is another Dragon Barrows video. In this video, I've heard one person ask me, why do you care so much about Brett Cooper's comments about the adults who enjoy certain bits of media. The reason why I care so much about it, it's simple. There are people who do have this sort of, who, let's look at the TV shows like Paw Patrol, Care Bears, My Little Pony, insert etc 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 here. Some like, I've been a Transformers fan since virtually its inception. Yep, I am a child of the 80s. I was born in 1982, and I've seen the growth of He-Man. I've seen the growth of She-Ra. I've seen the growth of Transformers, Mask, Thundercats. I've seen the growth, like the seeds of these franchises grow and blossom into like the mega powerhouses that they are. I have been around since the original My Little Ponies movie back in the late 80s, early 90s. And I still enjoy watching that sort of media. I still enjoy watching that sort of entertainment. I'm not saying I do watch it because of nostalgia. There's nothing wrong with watching a TV show because of it being a piece of wonderful nostalgia that you can that you can enjoy. And to people like a Brett Cooper, I'm asking you this: why would you want to get your panties in a twist or not in your bra over adults enjoying the beauty and the wonder of minor entertainment, or entertainment to do with family? Actually, it's actually called family entertainment for a reason. It entertains the family in one form, in one shape or another. Let's look at though the modern Disney movies are going downhill freaking fast, but let's look at the classic Disney films, shall we? Like The Love Bug. That I Though that movie came out long before I was born, I I still enjoy watching it because of though the car goes me 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 me, there's like the honking sort of thing, and people understand it. It's a sense of magic and wonderment that we can enjoy. It has nothing to do with us being pedophiles. Like, let me just say this: I am a borderline person with Asperger's. I am on the border. I am the on the workable side of the spectrum. And yes, and that is a reason why I have gone after Brett Cooper 4 times, just in the past month or so. But there are other reasons why I can go after her because of what she says about people enjoying like toys or enjoying Disneyland or enjoying other forms of of media of that sort. Let's not try to rehash some of the comments I've made in the past about certain individuals and their love affair of the Disney product, or even or even my Disney World or my theme parks being the championship belts. From what I and like I enjoy watching Japan animation, otherwise known as anime. It's not because they are colored in like they're colored in hmm, like they're colored in pictures that are that stupid people like a Brett Cooper don't want don't want to look into this is the fact that the people who enjoy manga and anime, they they can enjoy the artwork. It's a beautiful piece of artwork. Like looking at a fight scene between Goku and Vegeta in Dragon Ball. Like, especially when they're suspended in the air and they are punching, kicking. The fluid motion of that is that you can actually see like an actual person, actually two actual people fighting. It's just like watching Frank Mir versus Tito Ortiz in the sky in a fictional version of Japan. Then you've got like other forms of like this sort of entertainment. Like over here in Australia, we have like a cult status TV show called Bananas in Pajamas. Hmm, sorry about that. Yeah, bananas in pajamas. They sometimes get into mischief and they learn from it. And to have the child watch the television or watch the screen or watch a like a tablet with with their parent, and the parent watches it with them. And sometimes the parent does become a fan of the media along with the child. I'm not saying that my father, who's still alive, is a fan of Paw Patrol. We may, me, I like the show because it teaches, it gives a sense of community, a community between a various forms of rescue, various forms of community backing with with the police officer dog named Chase. Like he's like the default second in command. Then you got like the ace of the Sky herself, and you got all these different dogs doing different things, giving a giving different aspects to how a rescue can happen. And I'm just thinking, shit, this is good. But I don't watch Paw Patrol religiously every single day. I may watch it once or twice in a fortnight cycle, but they're like a sporadic sporadic shows, not the shows themselves, not the actual lineage of shows. I also and also with that, I am a Care Bears fan as well, and none of these things have to do with me being on the spectrum. That is a reason why some people are actually some adults are fans of this sort of media is because they are on the spectrum and they do have a mental learning disability or they're mentally disabled themselves. But to enjoy these things, you can be anyone, as they are, and quite a lot of people may not want to. With the Care Bears thing, I've watched different episodes online. I've watched them on various streaming services that I have in one on one service or another. The same thing with My Little Pony. The reason why I like those three shows is because they have to do with like a gathering of different characters, a motivation to have this whole group work mentality with the with My Little Pony. It has to do with for me it is a lot to do with the growth of characters. I love to see the different characters grow. Care Bears, it's more or less keeping up with the with not with like an idea, but it's keeping up with with a with the theme of not a notion, but the actual theme of a simple. It's not. It actually is the theme. The theme is friendship. That's another reason why I love Paw Patrol. The reason why I love uh, Care Bears, My Little Ponies. It is that sense of community and that sense of wonderment. Even when I used to help my friend babysit back in the late 90s, watching shows like Bob the Builder, Postman Pat, Fireman Sam, you get that sort of sense of uh, group effort. Not much with Postman Pat, but you with Postman Pat, it's more or less to do with spreading information, making sure that the information is good. There's also with all these different young, like like under 6-year-old TV shows, you can actually watch it and learn something from it. This is where something like this literally goes over Brett Cooper's head. Why would like every single time I've seen her come after the community that I'm a part of is that she doesn't want to understand the messages behind it. And to be honest with you, I've got friends who are not on the spectrum but still enjoy watching the shows. But the simple reason is, three of my friends are police officers. 10 of my female friends are nurses. Four of my four of my mates are fireys. A solid six of them are in the defense forces. And instead of going to the movies and seeing bloodshed, gore, and all this other stuff, which could trigger a mental breakdown if they were to carry out a, but more for the fireys or the firefighters that I know that I have as friends. Like they've informed me stories about what they go through when they pull out a dead baby or a dead child. They say it's traumatizing. It's very much a hard thing to view, and and all of my friends who are in the defense forces, who are police officers, who are nurses, who are uh, firefighters, all they want to do is when they get home is to literally decompress and to watch a My Little Pony or to watch a Care Bear episode or pop in the My Little Pony movie that came out a few years ago, or even the 1980s My Little Pony movie. They're not watching it to get a sexual thrill out of it. They are watching it because they know they don't need this real life bullshit to keep haunting them. Though in Paw Patrol, there is a police officer, there is a firefighter char- character in there, but it just gives that sense of, like, especially my mates who are police officers and they see Chase in doing a job in an episode, they go, "I wish our job was that simple. I wish the fact that we could say stop criminal," and they would go and they would wear like these backpacks and say net fire and have like the net come out and arrest the assailant or the person who's running away from the police. They said that would make their lives so much better without that, without them fighting. And they are happy because of seeing these shows. The Fireys think Marshall is one hell of a character, and I've seen my fiery mate Kev and my police officer mate uh, Christian, and they they say they they get into a wee bit of an argument over which pup is the better pup. But I say, mates, I don't give a shit. But really, I am a rubble guy. Like I do love rubble because stocky, and he rides one of the coolest vehicle vehicle kennels of the whole team. Rubble number one. Sorry guys, I gotta back my own pup here. But yeah, it's just the fact of the matter is, or actually a fact of the matter is, people just want to decompress while they watch the shows. Like most of those individuals are single, and they sit down and watch the show because like those shows because of the fact that it's not real life. They don't. All of these, all these people, and I'm addressing the people of Daily Wire, and I'm addressing more or less narrowing my scope on Brett Cooper herself when I say this. Uh, these sort of individuals don't want to drink alcohol and they don't want to smoke. All they just want to do is, at the end of their shift, do what is necessary. Do, like, buy the groceries, pay the bills, do do whatever it takes to keep the roof over their head, keep the electricity going, the keep the fact that they'll be able to use the internet, use their phones. That once they've got that sorted, then if it's daylight and they have 70% of them are in units, so they don't have to worry about cutting the grass. But Those who do, they go into the garden, do their thing, but just for like half an hour to maybe an hour and a half, like they just want to sit down, crack open a soft drink, crack open, like, open a water bottle, have a little, have like some healthy snack options, and just want to decompress, and maybe want to watch a My Little Pony, may want to watch an episode of Paw Patrol, may want to watch a episode of Care Bears, It doesn't make you any less of an adult if you want to watch Paw Patrol, My Little Pony, Care Bears, watch Dora the Explorer, watch uh, this predominantly young child's, what people like Brett Cooper would be saying, oh, you're a fan of that show? Isn't that a bit childish? No. You cannot classify TV show like family entertainment TV shows as a as a young preschool TV show. Those TV shows do more good than harm. And I I suggest this to someone like a Brett Cooper, someone like a Brett Cooper, and who I've literally gone after in for videos in the past, is that you don't have to be a part of the spectrum. You don't have to have a mental health problem. All you, all you just need is to be a lot more compassionate about these sort of people. About, as I mentioned, 3 out of the 4 positions of work, actually all 4 of them to be more precise, has their own horrors. I have a mate in the military. I won't give out their name because they do a lot of things in secret. But this individual sees the horrors of war, literally sees the horrors of war, and all that he wants to do when he gets home, uh, from being deployed for months on end, is to buy a 24 pack of soft drink, get his favorite savory snacks, sit his ass down, and simply wants to watch Dora the Explorer. And before someone like a Brett Cooper would say, "Oh, isn't he grooming? Isn't that like grooming material? Isn't that too childish?" Um, if I'm just saying this, my dad's father, my late grandfather, He survived World War II, and he had VHS tape after VHS, like videotape after videotape after videotape. Oh, guess what? Old like old Disney short cartoons, old the Looney Tune cartoons, old Popeye cartoons, old cartoons to do with nursery rhymes or other such things. Because when you see something like literally we're in the heat of battle, and my grandfather doesn't he he doesn't didn't smoke, he doesn't didn't do drugs, nor did he want to or have much to do with alcohol, to be honest with you. He just said, my son, I watch the Superman cartoons not because you are here, my son. It is because Superman is an escape for me. Back when back when he told me this, I didn't understand, but more looking at it, I see where he's coming from. Why would you and like it's just so simple. Why face more hardships of the mind when you can just escape from reality just for a bit? I have a number of my friends of both sexes who who watch who are in who are high up in business, and then they watch the show, like watch these sort of programs to literally calm down from what they have experienced at work. To just imagine, this is for everyone. Just imagine you are a high-ranking manager of a very popular business or part of a very big corporate entity. You had to deal with a HR problem, with them coming to you to say X person is sexually harassing Y person and we have to do something about it. Or we have to do we have to be prepared for event A, but we have to do a lot of C, like B, C, and D, so the event A thing can work out well. Or we have to get out the promotional material for this, or the promotional material for that. Even three of my mates who are lawyers watch think that all of them are single. Watch these shows because they may watch like a 20 minutes to half an hour of these shows just because a client of theirs is acting like a total fucking piece of shit. Let me ask you this: would you rather do the drug thing, do the booze thing, or even do something that is destructive? I know that like the two main things is gambling, which I think is a waste of time. Oh, I'm stressed out. I know. I'll put more. I'll compound my stress even more. I'll put money into the slot machines. Yay! I might win some money. I might win some money. I might win some money. I've lost friends because I told them, mate, or Sheila, what you need to do right now is to take yourself away from that, like take yourself away from all that alcohol and all that gambling. You need to take yourself away from that. I know. Instead of wasting a couple $100 on the pokies, how about getting like a 24 case of soft drink, put those bad boys into the fridge, get some delicious snacks, go home, and watch some family entertainment television or family entertainment movies. Many things like from the ages of 1 second to 10 years old. If you want to use that as a state of measurement. I said, why don't you do that? You've got um, your streaming services. They have those sort of programs. How about just sitting down, watching those shows, and just decompress? Hell, even get yourself a Nintendo, well, whatever version of handheld Nintendo game system that you have. Grab yourself a Pokemon game and start collecting badges. Start going to and start doing these other things, because it'll take you out of that stressful environment. And when you're focusing on one other thing that is far more better usage of time, you can see you can literally see how wonderful these sort of media are. I've been a Pokemon fan since it came to Australia for the first time, and I was like a teenager then. I've been a fan of several TV shows and that throughout the years. Ben 10 is one of them. I've been a fan of DuckTales. tailspin, and I am truly grateful for it because I am not in jail, because I am not paying some mobster money because I was behind on debts and I had to pay them. I am happy that I have had this sort of decompressing system. And again, this is another thing that people like Brett Cooper just don't want to understand. The grown-ups, like certain grown-ups, like I don't give a shit if you are someone with a mental health problem. I don't give a shit if you're not. If you don't want to waste your money on alcohol and you don't want to waste your money on gambling, and you may just want to maybe just spend $10 so you can buy like 3 bottles of El Cheapo soft drink and get another couple of bucks on El Cheapo snacks and just want to decompress for an afternoon. By watching a Paw Patrol, like a marathon of Paw Patrol episodes, a marathon of My Little Pony, a marathon of Dora the Explorer, Care Bears, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or anything like that, it's fine. There's nothing wrong or childish about it. I would rather spend, like, I would rather go to a second-hand DVD store, pay like $20-25 for a season of a family-friendly TV show. Go to a supermarket, get some chips and drinks, and just chill at home. Because doing that, I know for a fact that I only spent a little bit of money, gonna have hours of entertainment, and I'm not going to be stressed out by blinking mind on how am I going to pay the bills. And the last thing I'm going to be saying on this is to people like Brett Cooper, just stay off our backs. Why should you care if some of us loves the Disney products? If if someone like us who want to read a comic book, if someone like us who wants to simply want to watch some family entertainment instead of going to like a pub and getting blind stinking drunk, eat like a small meal and get drunk again and most probably drop a few $100s just on the pokey, like on the on gambling machines, like the slot machines and that. What's more, to be honest with you, what's more adult here in this situation? Someone decompressing from a stressful environment. I'm talking about someone over the age of 18 here. You know, just decompressing from the hardships of life. watching an animated TV show. They may just want to like eat some savory snacks, some sweets or lollies or candy, and drink some soft drink. What is it hurting you? It's not. There, to be honest with you, there are members of our community that are extremists, and will call you bigot if you point out a inaccuracy in how they are presented. But most of the time, people in in this community, all we want to do is just to sit down, decompress, de-stress from hardships. That's all we want. I'm Dragon Barrows, and I shall see you in the next video.